So I've got a real issue with awareness training. Again, when it comes to email, awareness
Right.
training is I think when it comes to process and many other different areas in the business, 100% yes, go for it. But if I can remove the attacks from your inbox, why should I teach you how to spot a phishing attack if I can remove the attack in the first place?
Right. Yeah,
You
I'm
with me?
totally, yeah. Because
Just,
one is sort of
yeah,
like, well, we won't do anything about it in terms of being able to catch it.
that's it.
But I will teach you the things that you need to do to spot it.
Yeah,
Whereas what you're saying is, well, an even easier thing. And to me, well, like in my brain, I'm sort of relating this to like the hierarchy of controls in risk
yeah,
management, right?
yeah.
The easiest thing to do is to eliminate it if you can, right?
That's it. And the
Yeah.
same, we haven't spoken, but if you look at the National Cybersecurity Center's kind of 5 key areas that they refer to as number one, computer security, and I'm not talking about the known brands. Secondly, password security,
Yep.
email security,
Yep.
back everything up. And then let's take mobile security, which we haven't touched on yet, right? But let's go back to, because you asked me what should people have, even any size. So many people we still meet where they're still saving their passwords in Chrome. Now, I can extract every email saved in Chrome in 1 second.
I do. Okay.
In 1 second, okay?
I definitely don't save my passwords in Chrome.
And so my advice there is that people need to invest in an enterprise level password security solutions. Why? Because then not only can you then start managing people's their identities, but you can also inform them if their passwords have been compromised and now sitting for sale on the dark web. Because then you can take action. But getting people to change their password every 90 days is madness. Why? Because now you're breathing a culture of adding, one exclamation mark and then another one, and you think with AI that you can't figure this out. It's so easy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. Obviously, I'm not going to give away my passwords.
Yeah,
But
I'll quite guess it anyway.
yeah, exactly right. But I do. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, you've got a couple of characters,
That's it.
and then a number at the end or something, and you're like, well, I'll just go from 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6. Yeah.
So Anthony, my advice is the moment you can remember password, it's not good enough.
Right.
So, and the way that you deal with a enterprise password security manager is you have one sentence, which, on average should take about 3 sextillion years to crack. I've got bad news for you. We're all going to be dead by then, right?
Yeah.
But backed up by two-factor authentication or face recognition so that you can authenticate the person. I'm paranoid. I log out of my password manager every 2 hours.
Right.
And then I've got to log back in and back in and back in. It's annoying, but I tell you what, as a cyber company, I can't never, ever afford to get done.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, if you get, that's
precisely
awkward.
But again, when big companies or small companies start deploying an effective password security or manager solution, all their staff save so much time.
Right.
So much time. And also when people leave, you can flick a switch and then everybody that person loses access to all their logins. Which for me, it's great.
Yeah.
And you can run reports to say, okay, that John, Mary, and Sarah still haven't changed their passwords in the last 30 days, although it's been compromised. So you can get very good control because, that's kind of the last line of defense. We call them picnic. Have you heard that one?
No.
Problem in chair, not in computer.
Right.
Okay. But we need to de-risk the user.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't make it their responsibility.
I think that's a really good point for the IT departments, right? De-risk the user rather than because what I'm finding now, like the whole with 2FA, and I get it, right?
Yeah.
But Jesus, it's a pain in the bum.
Because, but why is it a pain in the bum?
Well, because I've got to change my password every.
But why?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not a tech dude.
It's because you're not using the right system.
Probably.
Okay, here's a question for you. How often do you change your locks in your front door?
Never.
Why?
Because I don't need to, because no one's broken
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So why do you do that on your passwords?
Well, because Microsoft or Salesforce or whatever tells me I have to do it.
Yeah, and there's the problem. I mean, they're slowly changing now.
Right.
But if you implement two-factor or multi-factor authentication on your logins, and again, this is the beauty about using the password manager because you've already authenticated, right? Which means it can actually put the code in for you when you log on.
Yeah.
Which is great. But for me, it's all about the monitoring side. If you monitor the dark web for a compromised password and your policy in the business is, if that happens, you've got 24 hours to change it.
Right.
And then it generates a 20-character password for you. You never have to remember another password in your life again, apart from the sentence to log in. I mean, how much time will you save,
Yeah, that would be bliss.
Yeah. And you don't have to worry because like, I don't have any compromised passwords and I can prove it to you right now if if you run that kind of system.
Yeah, right.
Just take the pain away. The stuff is easy to fix.
Yeah, I think that's good. IT departments out there, take the pain away from us end users who are less technically proficient. That'd be really nice. I'm looking at you, Nath. Yeah, cool. All right. Well, look, I think this has been an absolutely fascinating chat. I think there's a lot of stuff there for people to take away and think about, whether you're working at home. I mean, I hadn't thought about the the kids download, like now you got me worried, but it's like the kids downloading the mods and stuff from CurseForge or whatever it is they're downloading them from.
So before we go, can I share another tip?
Sure.
Open up your WhatsApp. So many people obviously use WhatsApp, millions and millions and millions, right? You should do all the same, please. Open up your WhatsApp.
Yep.
Now go into settings.
Settings,
right? Then go into account.
Yep.
And do you see two-factor authentication?
Yep.
Is it turned on or not? Be honest with me.
No.
So do you like it when people read your messages and every, photo of your passport and all payroll that you've ever sent or flight tickets? Is that okay with you?
Not
Anthony?
really. No.
Please turn on now.
Okay. Everyone watching along, please do this as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
It takes 30 seconds to turn this on. So it's a unique code. It'll only every now and again prompt you. But again, so many case studies. Young Jay the other day, he's standing at the station, 11 o'clock at night, had a few beers. Somebody ripped his phone off, got straight into his WhatsApp, changed the details on his iCloud account, got into his WhatsApp account, started sending his mom messages, Mom, this has happened to me. Please send me some money. Do you know what my point here is? That so many businesses, large businesses, their staff are using WhatsApp to send sensitive information.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they haven't even protected it. Now, the other thing which you can do, I'll show you part of the same process. If you go back into WhatsApp again, now that we've stopped people hacking into it, go back into settings, and then I want you to go down all the way to privacy. And if you scroll all the way down, you'll see app lock.
So accounts.
Privacy.
Where's that? I've got hang on.
So all the way, so you go into settings, privacy. Have a look at face lock. You can turn on Face ID on WhatsApp.
Oh,
which is brilliant, and I'll tell you why. Because again,
so guys, you go to app lock. So go into privacy, app lock, require Face ID. Okay, yeah.
There you go. So now every time you pick up WhatsApp, it'll check your face to make sure it's you logging onto your account. I've just stopped anybody getting into your WhatsApp account.
Thank you.
How does that make you feel?
That's good. That's awesome. There's the top tip. This is great, man.
The simplest thing is always free, but it's and again, remember we spoke about all the holes in a house?
Yeah.
That's just one hole. There's like 300 that we show people, different ways of simple things. So we do, if I may say one thing, every first Thursday of the month between 12 and 1, we run a LinkedIn live session.
Right.
So if you go to Security Airware's page on LinkedIn, and we've done so many different topics where people can go and listen back as well. We've done child safety online to, some of the stuff we've spoken about today, but it's just, again, it's all about education, just helping people even knowing that the stuff is out there.
Yeah. I mean, obviously I don't work in the industry, but these are obviously to you very basic things.
It is, but people don't know. You didn't know.
No, I did not. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and go, yes, of course I knew.
No,
I had no idea. Donald Duck just sent me an email.
Yeah.
So there you go.
We'll fix
From
it.
my own domain.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Now we got to fix it. So cool. All right. Well, thank you very much, Francis, for taking the time for this version of Enterprise Alchemy on the road. I do very much appreciate it.
Pleasure.
And for all you guys out there, I hope you took some real interesting, practical tips away from this. I know I certainly did. So we look forward to seeing you guys again on the next one. Until then, take care.